People often ask me, can leadership be learned? My answer, which surprises many, is absolutely yes. Can you take anyone and turn them into a charismatic figure that's going to lead nations? Probably not. But anyone can learn how to increase their own effectiveness in leading within their own organization. The first step is deciding that you have something to learn. It may not be obvious, but we all do. So that first step is as simple as setting aside your own ego and opening yourself up to feedback and to other possibilities, new behaviors, new perspectives. That is leadership. A leader can't lead without opening themselves up. Step 2 is to get that feedback. A good source is theories and books. A theory that's simple and yet useful is called Social Styles by John Merrill and Roger Reed. They identified 4 basic character types. Although there is a pencil and paper test, your first guess at your type is probably going to be pretty accurate. If you like to have lots of data, lots of time to think before acting, then you're probably an analytic. You may very well have been drawn to engineering, and as time goes by, find yourself moving up the organization. The way you'll drive people crazy is by wanting more information when they are ready for a decision to be made. So your edge will be to make decisions and to talk to people, to open up and be verbal. Not an easy task if you're an analytic. Another style that tends to move people upwards, but often with you could say a bloody trail behind them, is the driver. Drivers very much want to get things done. They're focused on results. Their edge is to listen and to include people in figuring out how to move forward and in moving forward. The third style, if you have a strong value for relationships, you worry about how people are going to be affected by decisions, you're probably an amiable. Amiables are great at getting along with people. Their edge is to make decisions and move forward at risk of relationship. They may also tend to placate, to give in to people, to preserve relationships, even when they really think it's important to move in another direction. Finally, if you have a strong value for spontaneity, freedom, speaking your mind, you may be an expressive. The expressive's edge is to, keep their mouth shut at times. Listen to others, let others speak up, and to be more methodical. Find an analytic, get some help planning. Don't rush so quickly into actions. So those are all 4 simple styles: analytic, driver, amiable, expressive, where you can learn about your strengths and, when you overdo those strengths, your weaknesses, the things that will get you in trouble. That is the core task of self-awareness, is to get perspective on yourself and then to try on new behaviors. Social Styles is just one of the many ways to get that perspective. Another very useful theory was devised by both Edwin Friedman and his mentor, Murray Bowen, called self-differentiated leadership. Here, the core task of leadership is defined as taking a stand, really being true to yourself and what you think is right, and yet staying connected to people, tuning into people prior to moving and after you move in a certain direction. Many are good at taking a stand at expense of relationship, while many others are good at maintaining relationship but giving up their stand. Balance, taking a stand and staying connected, is an art, one well worth working on. If you want to be a more effective leader, you can be. Learn about yourself. Try on new behaviors. Get help from books, from mentors, from professionals. Ask your peers for feedback. Get feedback from subordinates. Make sure if you do that you will manage the feedback with a mature style. Make it safe. Tell them it's safe, and then make it so. Learn from it, especially the feedback that's hard to hear. That is leadership. You can do it. Thanks for your time.